Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We salute Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of the demons, Kamsa and Chanura, and the Guru of the world, and the dear darling of Mother Devaki. We salute him again and again. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. Now we are on book number 5, chapter 11. We start the chapter 11. So last chapter we read that the king Rahuguna was being carrying the palanquin. Bharata was carrying the palanquin, and he was not going in the right steps because he was not familiar with carrying the palanquin, and he was also trying not to hurt any creature by his feet to be killed. So avoiding, so naturally the palanquin is moving little not in a comfortable way. So king said, hey, move straight so that it has become comfortable. But still he in his mood going on. Then he scolded him. But he didn't know that he's a Brahmajnani. So he came down and then talked, and they understood that, oh, he's not an ordinary person. So he's a par excellent Brahmajnani. Then he bowed down, and then Rahuguna then discovers Bharata as a knower of truth. And then he asks some question. And this chapter, 11th chapter, that it is the response starts with the Bharata is instructing this king Rahuguna. So, the story of Bharata, instruction to Rahuguna. The Brahmana means Bharata. The Bharata said, what he said, though you are in spiritual ignorance, he's talking to the king because of his some questions. So you are in spiritual ignorance. You are not ignorant in the material world. You are a king, so you know so many things. But though you are ignorant in spiritual life, you try to speak like a man of unfailing knowledge. It is like the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, you talk like a wise man, being ignorant yourself, talking like a little scolding. But speak like a man of unfailing knowledge, which, however, you are not. You are not a man of knowledge. But you are talking like that you know everything in spiritual life, and you are putting your question. For, what is the reason? A really knowing one will not take this relative existence, which is differences of master, servant, etc., as a proved fact in determining what is real. No? So, in this question, he said that a knower of truth, really knowing person, will not take this relative existence, this existence in which you are walking. It is not permanent. It is not truth. A man of knowledge will not take that. And also in this, there is a difference. You are the master, I am your servant, I am working under you, you are the boss. This relationship is happening not in knowledge. Unless you accept this is real, this Maya is real, then in that reality, you are the master, I am this servant, I am the carrier of the palanquin, you are the Lord, king of the country. All these things are happening in this relative reality. But as a knower of truth, this thought they know up to this world is all unreal. God is the reality. As it is found to be merely temporal on reflection, then they call it an attribution of the thoughtlessness. The Gyanis say that as it is found merely temporal, if you reflect and analyze this world, you find that whatever you see, it is temporal. It is now this way. One day, see, it is whole day gloomy, sun is clouded, sun is not seen, it was raining, dripping. But this is not permanent. It is temporal, and tomorrow it will be bright light, another maybe dark day. But that's why if you analyze that, then a man of wisdom will find that is not real. So they call, what is this? It is a thoughtless attribution of thoughtlessness. We attribute this world to be true by our thoughtlessness. If we are thinking person, if we analyze it, we'll find these are changeable subjects. These are nothing real, nothing permanent. And because it is not permanent, all the relationship you create here, that is also not permanent. That's why Swami Vivekananda in the Song of Sannyasi says, whose mother, whose father, no? Whose child is he, who is but one? If there is only one, whose father is he, whose child is there, whose son is there? All these relationships are happening in the relativity, in the duality. And fundamentally accepting this duality as real. One point it is real, and then all these are happening, suffering, pleasure, pain, everything is real. But if you analyze, pleasure does not live for us forever. Pain does not stay with us forever. So this continues to be in the world of duality. And duality, but thoughtless people think this way. Thoughtful people, people of illumination, people of reflection, Sravana, Manana, Nididhasana, who are expert in doing that, they don't think this world to be permanent. Therefore, all this relationship, what you're talking, that's also false. Last night, suppose you have dreamt a dream. Maybe you are with your friends and you are with your son, daughter, child, friend, whoever. All these are true when you saw them. But analyze, are they true? If that is true, where are they gone now? Last night's dream world of reality, that is not here. So a person, thoughtless person can think in this way, but a thoughtful person will never do that. As it is found to be merely temporal on reflection, the knower of truth, they call it an attribution of thoughtlessness. But as you take it as real, this world you are taking is as real, you are not the best among thinkers. So he's talking, you are a king, you are such a wise man. But your fundamental mistake is that you are taking this world to be real. Taking reality, then in that reality you may put all these questions, all our questions. To a knower of truth, it is childlike. It is not there, and you have created some reality, and then creating that reality you are questioning why this, why that. If we think seriously, the world is not there to a knower of truth. The world does not stay with us when we go to deep sleep. When you go to deep sleep, the world does not remain with us. But the world comes with us whenever you. This is the oldest problem. Now you are safe. Discard this. So they call an attribution of time. But as you take it as real, O king, as you take this world as real, you are not the best among the thinkers. You are thinking that you are a learned man, you are a king, you have studied so much scriptures. The primary focus is wrong. Your foundational knowledge is wrong. This is not permanent. this is a temporary thing. It appears like that. It is not true. It changes everything. So, and to a knower of truth, there is nothing as the world as diverse. It becomes one homogeneous consciousness, ocean of bliss. Not only the world and its relation, but even the Vedic teachings which dealing with karma belongs to the realm of falsity for a thinker. No? You think that Vedas are true. Huh? Vedas are true for whom? For us. That's why they said if one realizes God, he goes above Vedas. Veda, Aveda, Bhavanti. Vedas become Aveda. No, useless for them. Because that is within the realm. Accepting the world as true, then you are accepting ignorance, then you are accepting I will do karma kanda, and then I will have the home of fire. See what we are doing? Home of fire. This leaf is necessary, that is necessary, pan is necessary, ghee is necessary, sandal paste is necessary, huh? That's, seat is necessary. What? All this. Accepting why you are doing all these things. Ultimately, in the eye of knowledge, it is all Brahman. And if you have no knowledge, that's why you are thinking this world is true. And by doing this punya karma, I will wipe out my bad karma and I will offer this oblation. And Ramakrishna Swaha, I'll say something like that, and I'll be purified like that. But actually, this is for ignorant people like us. But if one realizes God, for him, no Vedas, no rituals, nothing is necessary. So the Vedic teachings, they also deal with karma kanda. Vedic teachings have two teachings, karma kanda, jnana kanda. Karma kanda is the first part, with the preliminaries. Every householder person have the rule in Vedic time to perform jagna, the sacrificial fire. And they will have to oblation. You have to do everyday oblation. And if you don't do, then you incur sin. If you do, then you will be released from sin. Your mind will be pure. Then you will be fit for the jnana kanda, the knowing the ultimate truth. I am Atman, I am Brahman, then you will come to that. But you cannot jump at the beginning to there. You have to go to the karma kanda. And then you reach that jnana kanda and reach that point. You see that there is no world, nothing, absolute Brahman is there. So for this range of activities, for whom? For an ignorant person who has not the knowledge that there is no duality, nothing to achieve, nothing, that you are that Brahman. So therefore, this karma, even the Vedic teachings, which deals with the karma, belongs to the realm of falsity of a thinker. A thinker, a person who thinks I am in bondage, I will be beyond bondage, I will do this jagna, and by performing this jagna in perfect way, I will go to this heaven or I will attain this purity. So it is for them. O king, in the highly eulogistic Vedic passages dealing with the rituals relevant to the householder's life, there will not generally be any discussion on the truth of the Atman, which is best in purity and righteousness. No, now, so when a king, you are a kingly duties, you are a king, you are a householder. So the Vedas sometimes appreciate the glory of this ritualistic performance. Homa, it is good. And you attain this success and you overcome these difficulties, you attain to the heavenly peace. All these eulogies are given. But that is for the ignorant people. All these eulogies and passages dealing with relevant, it is for those who believe that this world is true and he is in ignorance, he will grow gradually into the path of light. But where to go? It's already, light is here. In ignorance in the mind. So your mind should be purified then. There will be not generally be any discussion on truth in the household karma kandis. That's why those who follow the path of karma kanda. That's why karma kanda is for the householders, jnana kanda is for the sannyasis. Because that's why they don't have any responsibility for karma kanda jagnas. Sannyasis, the sannyasa vows when they take, That is the last ritual of Jagnas. Afterwards, he said, I am becoming a monk. Where shall I get firewood? Where shall I get ghee? So much costly items to collect? No. Where shall I get all these things? So Veda said, you no more need. Your jagna is jnana jagna, Gita says. Huh? This jagna is the ritualistic jagna. It is for the householders. Why? They are believing this world is true and I'll have to go beyond. So performing this action, his mind becomes purer and purer and purer. Then he is capable of going to the state when jnana, knowledge, it is all this ignorance is in my mind. I am Atman, not the body, not the mind. Neither the world is real, neither the sun, moon, stars. They are all in the realm of ignorance. So, therefore, I am to do this. I should propitiate Indra Devata, Varuna Devata, this Devata, Mother Saraswati, Aditya, all the gods and goddesses. In the Homo time, we offer for them. Huh? But when you become a monk, you don't give up your karma, but your karma is thinking. I am Atman. I am not the body. That is your jagna. That is your practice every day. And you are saying this world is not true. God is only true. Satchidananda is only true. So these are the two things to be understood. If you talk about Vedic wisdom, then we should know Veda has two wings, Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda. This Karma Kanda is for those who believe the world is true, and by performing certain action, I will attain something powerful, something great. That means you accept the world, you accept the activity, and you accept that the result of activity will lead you to some higher, peaceful, joyful place. But a sannyasi or a monk or those who can practice the Jnana Yoga, they first of all say this world is not there. This is all unreal. Fundamental point. Huh? Mano buddhi chitta ahankarani nam na cha srotra jive na cha ঘ্রাণ নেত্রে তারপরে না ভূমো না ভূমির না তেজো না বায়ু চিদানন্দ রূপা shivoham. What he's saying, not this, not this, these are unreal, these are unreal, these are unreal. Neither the eyes, neither the nose, neither the body, neither the mouth, neither the elemental thing, neither the sun, neither the moon. Nothing, 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 nothing. Neither the five elements, which seven elements which constitute the whole body, bone, as place, it's blood, film, etc., etc. What body cause. These are, you are not that, I am not that, I am not that, I am not that. I am Satchidananda, I am Satchidananda. So this is called the Jagna. That is their sadhana. And the fundamental difference is that one is accepting this world and trying to get out of the world. Another is negating the whole world and saying, I am standing beyond the world of duality. Understand? These are the two very critical analysis of the Vedic wisdom in two division, Karma Kanda, Jnana Kanda. So he says, therefore, Atman, etc., is based on purity and righteousness. There will not be generally any person to discuss in those who believe in Karma Kanda. They will be engaged in doing good karma. And modern day, we can say we don't do the jagna, but we do this karma. What karma? We did selfless karma. Thinking of the good of others, giving something charity to others. So this type of karma, you perform day and night. You perform. Gita says, Upanishad says, "Kurvan neveha karmani jijivishet satagyam samaha." You do karma. If you live even 100 years, do this type of karma. You don't stop that karma because na annatha asti. You have no other way. So long you are breathing and you are living in the world of reality, this is real. That's why you are breathing. So long you are there, do selfless work, charitable activity. Think you are doing for God. That will purify your mind and make your mind ready for sannyas. when you say, no, 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 these are nothing true, only Satchidananda is the truth. Chidananda Rupa. Third verse, a person who is not able to grasp the phenomenality and worthlessness of the happiness of waking life, by applying the analogy of a dream experience, will not be able to arrive at the truth even from the great teachings of the Vedanta. So this is a very conclusive word, very beautiful word. That if a person who is not able to grasp the phenomenality and worthlessness of the happiness in waking life, waking state now, waking life, for us it is so true. It is the only truth for all of us. Rather we think dream, it is not important. We go to sleep, okay, that's not important. But get up and there is a big problem today. We have to solve that problem. Everything is real, no? Today there is no your fruits. You run to bring some fruits. Go to the Yokka market and bring it something. Huh? Because it is real. So you believe in that reality in the waking state. See, in the waking state, it is a phenomenal in existence, and it is not, ultimately it is not. It is the ignorant mind is thinking this way, that what appears before us in the waking state, now we can think it is false. How? By applying the analogy of a dream experience, will not be able to arrive at the truth even for the great teachers. Unless you compare that how can this be true? Because if dream time, this does not exist. And now dream does not exist. You analyze both things. In dream time, you think dream is true. You are hungry, you are hungry. You are thirsty, you are thirsty. You are running after fear, that's true. Everything is true. You are driving a car, another driver recklessly driving in dream, that's also true. So you see everything is true. But when you wake up, boom, gone. Where did it go? No one question. Then you come back, this is true. This is true how long? So long you are not in the sleep mood or the dream mood. So how can this be true? Analyze this seriously. We are really fascinated for the waking state, all the experiences, and really I am becoming fearful, it is frightening, all this experience every day. It is tension, really, I cannot take it anymore. You're talking about that. When? It is like in a dream. It is another dream. It's a long dream, daydream. That is night dream, it is daydream. And night dream has a adjustment. Night dream goes away when daydream comes. And the daydream goes away, night dream comes. So how, if you say night dream is dream, this is true, how can you, just for argument's sake. Vedanta is argument. No. So if you really seriously day and night think that, you'll be mad. What foolishness, I pay so much value to the things happening now in the waking state. It is a daydream. Term it daydream. I term that night dream. If night dream has no value in your life because it has happened last night, day before another thing, day before another thing. And today, why this dream is true. So if you analyze, then you will be able to understand the Vedantic process of analysis, and they will not be able to arrive at the truth even from the great teachings of the Vedanta. You read only, that will not do, but you have to reflect the daydream and night dream. But I will add daydream, night dream, and sleep.
So the night dream dissolves in deep sleep and daydream dissolves in death.
That you can think, right? Death means death of ignorance. No, if
The
you are
body and then another, you take another body, another daydream starts.
but if you are realized God, then you need not born again. For you, this daydream ends in Brahmagyan. Daydream merges into Brahmagyan. You see the oneness everywhere. With eyes open, they see that's one consciousness everywhere. Anyhow, so it is a really very unique analysis in Vedantic process. Only reading book will not do. You have to sit and quietly, seriously think that how I pay value to the night dream. Of course, sometimes we pay value of the night dream also. Huh? So, that is true dream. True dream. Dream, true dream. Are it true or untrue and true? How can it be there true? In the dream, how can it be true and untrue? The same mind showed you today one thing, the same mind showed you the other thing. You say, this is dream is true because, oh, that matches with my life here. These are all ignorant minds, foolish thinking. That you cannot make a distinction between one dream and another dream, this true dream or false dream. There is no such thing. But you have to consider the daydream versus night dream. Daydream is also false, as night dream is also false. Hmm? That is Vedanta. Otherwise, he says that you will not be able to arrive at the truth even from the great teachings of the Vedanta. You read 100 or 1,000 books, this Vedanta text, but it will not happen. It will have a person who is not able to grasp the phenomenality and worthlessness of this happiness and suffering of waking state by applying the analogy of the dream experience. Always parallelly put. I experience same joy, same worries as I do it now in the waking state. In dream also, a tiger chases me. I run. My heart beat pounds, and I feel paint in that run. But just wake up. Oh, where is that? So everything is gone. Split second. So similarly, this running, this chasing, this fear, these anxieties are all in the ignorance. And the ignorance will break, then what happens? Then Vedanta becomes reality. Now, fourth verse. As long as man's mind is dominated by any of the three gunas of Prakriti, what are this? Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. That so long it will be uncontrollable. Now, our mind is showing this world, but our mind is dominated by the three gunas: Sattvika mind, Rajasika mind, Tamasika mind. Sattvika mind will show clarity, see God, show us vision of God, vision of light, vision of illumination. Rajasika mind, arrogance, pride, haughtiness, no? Tamasic mind will express vulgarity, negativity, all these worst things. So, as long as a person's mind is dominated by the three gunas of Prakriti, this as we are, our mind is always dominated by either little, sometimes Sattika, other time Rajasika, sometimes Tamasika. So I am dominated by, my mind is dominated by the three gunas, day and night. You try to meditate, you are creating a Sattika mood. But you are dominated by Sattva quality. When you are doing this work, that work, you are in Rajasa mood. Your mind is dictating, I'll have to do this, I'll have to go there, I'll have to clean this, I'll have to drive here. No? Activity, Rajasa. And when you are tired, you are lying down, dull, or just to sleep mood, then it is called the Tamasa quality. So these three quality dominates our mind. So long the three gunas dominate our mind, that long mind will be uncontrollable because it's not in your control. The gunas will control the mind. What is the then what we have to do? We have to not to be controlled by anything, but I will be the controller. No? This you go beyond three gunas, simple formula. Three gunas are acting upon our mind from morning till night we go, and night to morning, morning to night, night to morning, every day, 365 days. It is all three gunas dominating my mind. Sometimes I'm sweet, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm sour, sometimes I'm compassionate, sometimes I'm brutal. These are the gunas, not you. Your gunas working on the mind, and mind becomes agitated, and mind directs the whole system. Whatever your mind tells, my finger is doing like that, mind tells me. Mind tells you go to the behind the window or door. You sitting, you go. Your mind tells you are a slave of mind. We are all slaves of mind. Mind says, okay, I have to go out a little bit. You go out. Tell it, but mind is saying by whose dictate? Mind is dictated by the three gunas. So, how spiritual life is, you get control over the gunas. And you control over your mind. Control over your mind, then you will not be slave of mind. You will not the slave of mind means you are not the slave of the three gunas. Then you will be Nistray Gunno Bhavarjuna. And the Gita says, oh Arjuna, you become master of the three gunas, or you go beyond the three gunas. It will constantly engage the organs of knowledge and action in producing meritorious or demeritorious works. Huh? Mind is always being controlled by the three gunas, and as a result, activity hand works, mouth speaks, eyes see, nose breathing. No, all these activities are going on at the dictate of the mind. That's why mind is called the 11th organ. 10 organs, 5 organs are karmendra. So, first, Bhakpanipada Payupasta, 5 organs of jnana, and 5 organs of action.
Five organs of action, five organs of perception.
5 action and 5 knowledge. So what are the 5 knowledge? Chakshu karna nasika jiva tak. No. না বাক্পানিপাদ পায়ুপুস্ত আর একটা হচ্ছে চক্ষু কর্ণ নাসিকা জিহ্বা ত্বক হ্যাঁ চক্ষু eyes see, ears hear. No? These are the organs of knowledge. It brings knowledge into us. You are sitting there. Who is sitting? Eyes help us to acknowledge through the help of mind. But you have to walk here, your leg, karma indriya. Your hand, your feet, these are called karma indriya. And his boss is what? Mind. Because you are in the class, you are sitting here. If your mind goes into some thought, into some serious thinking somewhere, in this in between gap, 5 minutes, if I ask, what did you say? What did you hear? You will be blank. Because mind should be connected. Without mind, no perception. So all our senses are working through their boss is mind. So 11th organ is called the Ekadasa Indriya. Mind is called Ekadasa Indriya. And Dasa Indriya, what are Dasa Indriya? The Pancha Karmendriya and Pancha Gyanendriya. The Gyanendriya, Chakshu, Karna, Nashika, Jivha, Tak. And Bak, Pan, Bak. Hey, bring that. Back. That's why people go on action. It's called karma. Pani, we lift something, put something by the hand. Back pani. Pada, you use your feet to move here, there. Back pani pada. Payu, excretion, organ of excretion, and genital organ. So these are the karma. These are for karma indriya. But no one can function without the connection with the mind. Mind absent, you cannot do. You cannot see. Mind absent, you cannot hear. You are hearing, The wave vibration is hitting your eardrum the same way, but you will have no perception. Your mind is engaged, like our line engaged, the phone line engaged. If it is engaged with somebody, your connection will not be there. So it will constantly engage the organs of knowledge and action in producing. So these three gunas dictates our mind, and mind engages me to work some good action, meritorious action, or demeritorious action. Good, bad karma, good, bad thinking. It happens because of the dictate of the mind. Mind is dictated by the three gunas, prakriti. Of course, prakriti is dictated by whom, that's a different question. That is the Atman behind. So, the mind, a bundle of tendencies, is the principle of 16 categories. It is prone to go to the sense objects. As you will see, the our mind is what? A bundle of tendencies. In our mind, samskara. Why mind runs this way? Why my mind runs another way? Your mind runs because you are the samskaras, accumulated tendencies. So the mind is a bundle of tendencies. Tendency to make, that's why someone will be found that a child is born with a music talent, music tendency. Someone goes for a mechanical tendency. The boy, a very small boy, fitting some technical things, fixing something which is maybe aeroplane, maybe a car, like that, toy time. But that is no one has taught them, but they find interest in that. Someone is in music, someone is art, someone likes the painting. So all these tendencies come from where? In the tendency of the mind. And mind, that tendency has been created by your repeated doing one thing in other life. So that's why it is said, in this life, if you make a tendency of repeating the holy name of the Lord, a new tendency will be generated, which will help you. At the point everything drops, you will think of God.
So this tendency kind of thing that Swamiji is giving that example of that duck and the chicken from this egg when it is hatched, the duck will go towards the. He himself is also telling the story that one lion baby was with the lambs, and he was also behaving like lambs. So if the tendencies are true, then why the lion baby with its own tendency, not howling but behaving like the lamb?
See, in human being, there are child is born, one child is boom, another child is like a docile. So why? He is born in a tiger body, but his mind is like that. Though the body has been taken as a lion, but the mind is, the sanskaras are different.
Like lambs.
Lamb sanskar. So, and that's why it is very difficult to believe. We divine, but our tendencies are forced us to think that I am the body. So that is the purpose. That's why repeatedly think. Mind. Why they're doing is very philosophically taking us step by step into very fine area. That this mind is your primary power. If you can master the mind, though it is dominated by the three gunas, you can make the tamasa domination less by rajasa domination less by sattvika practice. So you create your tendency. What I am born with, okay, I have no control. That's past. When it happened, how it happened, I need not have to judge now. But I have a tendency to go like, say, when we meditate, we have a tendency to do for some other work or something. So these tendencies are very important point, and that is a mind, which is the bundle of tendencies, our present mind, that's why you call samskara. We say putuli, samskar putli. Putli Bangla word. Putli means a bundle. In the bundle, you put all this together, and make a bundle. Now suitcase and other things are there. In early days, they have only some cloth. So used to put everything in the cloth and tie in 4 ends and then carry on the head. No, that's the bundle. So I am carrying my bundle in the mind. In the mind bundle, there are so many, all these collections are there. And the resultant correction is pushing me in one direction.
There are some questions.
The mind of a bundle of tendencies is the principle of the 16 categories. What 16 categories? It is prone to go to the sense objects. And mind is created in such a way, the eyes will go to see the beauty. Ears will run to hear the sound. It has been prone to. Mouth is always finding some tasteful food. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Very tasteful, very tasteful. So tongue. Then your then skin, it will be soft or hard or hot or cold. These are the skin, no? So these corresponding subjects are there for the senses. It is prone to go to the sense objects. The gunas of Prakriti move it here and there and also shape it into various modes of desires and other passions. Investigating the jiva with various forms as devas, men, animals, etc., it generates all these differences of high and low based on this form. So the gunas or prakriti, what it does with the principle of the 16 categories, the gunas and prakriti move it here and there and also shape it various modes of desire. In us, godly desire comes, worldly desire comes, no? So this mind, under the influence of the gunas, they create different tendencies and desires. And investigating the jiva with various forms, with the devas and men, we see some is got divine quality, some is a human quality, some is animalistic. Human body, but animal. Worse than animal. It generates all these differences, which is called high and low, based on these forms. The mind has been created by Maya as the manifesting field of the Atman. The mind, who created the mind, and now Vedanta they're bringing, the Maya, Sachidananda, under the spell of Maya, it has become independent mind, individual mind. Your mind, my mind, it has become like that. One sun reflecting on millions of little waves, and reflected sun is there. So these are the different minds and their functioning. So the mind has been created by Maya as the manifesting field of Atman. It is the entity responsible for keeping the jiva in the transmigratory circle. So this mind is the cause for moving from one life to another life. Desire, no? People say when you die, last thought comes. And you actually get that body next. That's why you think of God, God thought will come. So you'll not be born again, or born in a higher plane, or in a family where from the childhood it will be spiritual. So last thought is very important, that's why. And it keeps the transmigratory life going on from one birth to another birth to another. That's why mind does not die. That's the point. When mind dies, then you are Brahmogyan. Even a saint has a mind. So mind, so long the mind is there, he is in duality, he is in Maya. Sattvika Maya, we are in Rajasika, Tamasika Maya. Avidya. It has three gunas. So three gunas are the fundamental point to understand the nature of us and transmigratory nature. For holding the Atman in close embrace, it brings on him enjoyment, suffering, and infatuations in according with the inevitable process of time. So, holding the Atman in close embrace, with the power of Atman, this mind being close, it brings him feeling of joy, feeling of suffering, feeling of infatuation as a process of this play of mind. So long as there is ignorance, this world of practical life, which is gross and subtle conditions, consisting of waking, dream, and sleep states, persists as an object of experience before the embedded being. So long as there is ignorance, so long we are in the spell of ignorance, avidya, eh, this world of practical life, this world in which we live, is a life of practical life, no? If the people are practical, they enjoy the life. If they are impractical, they suffer. But practical, less practical, more practical. So in this life, which is gross subtle conditions consisting of three states, either in the waking state, now we are behaving as a sattvika person, rajasika person, tamasica person. Our manifestation of sattvika mind, rajasika mind, tamasica mind. In the dream also, similarly, sattvika mind shows one time, tamasica mind shows horrible dream. Sometimes you see very violent dream, no? How do you see that? Which mind is showing? Your mind. Your mind one day shows that you are going to a holy places of pilgrimage, you are going in a forest and you see the beauty of the nature. Another dream that you show that you are in a some being chased by some bad guy and is running. So what mind is showing? Tamasa mind, Rajasa mind, or Sattvika mind? Persist as an object of experience before the embodiment. Therefore, the mind is said to be the cause of Jiva's bondage and of his liberation from the gunas, as also for his birth in high and low situation. So, therefore, this very conclusion is this seventh verse that the mind is said to be the cause of Jiva's bondage or freedom. You say, I am bound, I am bound. Swamiji said, you become a bound slave. You say every day, I am free, free you are. That's the Vedanta touch. See. So we are hypnotized, Swamiji says, de-hypnotize yourself. So mind is powerful. Therefore, use the mind in right way. That is the instruction. Mind is said to be the cause of bondage and the cause of liberation. Liberation from what? From the gunas. As we just started with that, gunas dominate the mind. Now, how will you get out? Get out that if you think contrary thoughts, then what will happen? That which is a bondage, that will be unfurled, and then you will be free. Freedom will come. As also for the birth into higher life or lower life, everything will stop if the mind is purified. So, whole life depends on mind, therefore, handle the mind properly. So, that was the advice of Bharata to the king, Rahuguna. Huh? So, we end here up to this today. We only read 7 verses. We'll start from the 8th verse. And then we'll learn more. Very beautiful place. We are, mind has 8 modes of mind. Mind has different vrittis. How many vrittis? They will talk about verses, rest of the verses. Very philosophical area we are reading. Okay, thank you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Okay, tomorrow there will be gospel class.
No, today 7:30.
No, today 7:30 we will have class. 7:30 Jivan Mukti Gita. And tomorrow also we will have 7:30 gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Now Nishan is questioning. When M asked Thakur, is this world unreal? Ramakrishna said, he says, why should it be unreal? God has become the 24 tattvas. And Holy Mother says to Arupananda Maharaj, this world is a dream. Is the world real or a like dream? Should we take a drishti approach? How can we practice ajatavad? So you are talking about three different levels of mind. When Ramakrishna asking Sri Ramakrishna, is this world unreal? Sri Ramakrishna saying, why should it be unreal? It is God has become the 24 tattvas. That means everything, God is everything. No? It's a very high level. If you can see God everywhere, then there is no world. If there is no world, there is no suffering. There is no joy. You are bliss. Satchidananda Rupo Aham. So it is that step. That means seeing, it is a seeing God everywhere, or it is after realization. After realization, you see God normally, but some student can practice also. God is here, God is there, God is there, God is there. It is called what these realized souls see naturally. We as a student, we should try to see in their way, through their path. So that is one step. And Holy Mother said, this world is a dream in one place. That he analyzed, this world is a dream. If it is not dream, so it is an analytical path more. One is the theistic path, seeing the divine everywhere. Practice. Sarvam khulu idam Brahma. Brahman is everywhere. Jatra jatra netro pare tatra tatra Krishna spure. Wherever your eyes fall, no, behold, then that is only jatra jatra netro, your eyes see anything. Tatra tatra, there itself, Krishna spure. The Krishna as just blooms out, Krishna. That means that is a state when you can see Krishna. That means a practice, it does not happen in a day. I see you as a human being every day. But parallelly, I can try to see, oh, there is God in that same person, the same God in me, that same God is everywhere. I maybe did 24 hours is gone, maybe 5 times I remember. That 5 times is your spiritual growth. If it increases 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, and it can be increased in this way. That means keeping the mind that is permeated by God, that thought will help to reach this goal. And when one reaches that goal, then this world vanishes. It is all God. And that's why this spiritually illumined people, after realization, come and they see God everywhere. But how will it go? We can go. This is one process to see God in everywhere. Shiva Gyane Jiva Shiva, Ramakrishna's word. No, you are worshipping Jiva. There is no Jiva. It is Lord Shiva only. That means you think that you are serving Shiva, not serving this man, this woman, this person, that person, good person, bad person. What you did whole day, you served someone. But who is that someone? It is God, it is God, it is God. So if the mind gets trained in that way, then it will be the first. The Swami Thakur said, Bryce, this world why it should be unreal? God has become all the 24 principles. And Holy Mother says this world is a dream. That is a stand. We have just discussed the entire reading. World is a dream, like a dream analyzed. Actually, it is temporarily. So long you see it is here, and so long you withdraw yourself, it is gone. So it is not really there. So that will be Drishti Srishti. Now, your question, how can we go practice Ajatabada? Ajatabada is a question of very high level, but few candidates are very capable to day and night think of Ajata. The world is not created at all. I see you, it is hallucination.
What does that mean, Ajata?
No Jata. It is not born. The world is not born at all. How can you see? It's a very high level. Otherwise, we are shivering with cold. And say, no, world is not there. Yes, that is true. Are you feeling that cold? Lift your mind from the cold, then world is not there. But you are feeling the world as heat and cold and suffering and joy. And then you cannot say the world is not created. World is created, I am suffering, you are there, you are the cause of my suffering, or you are the cause of my joy. All these are for us because we live in this consciousness. But there may be candidate who can think, no, day and night think, I am not the body, it is not created. The world I see, hallucination, it is not there. So there are very few candidates are. I think this practice of where we are, we should start practicing from that. And that will lead to the ultimate Ajatavad principle. Well, another question, Cat. Deep sleep is often used as a logical way of asserting unreality. The waking world, however, still seems a bit too consistent to me. Can you give another example of the unreality of waking experience? No, the waking world, however, is still seems to be too a bit too consistent to me. Uh, deep sleep is often as an analogical way asserting on reality. Acha, boom. The waking world, however, why no? When our waking world appears to us to be real, why? Because yesterday I saw this. I was in the temple. I saw these pews are here. This table is here. This light is here. I come. I sleep for night. And when I come back in the tomorrow morning, I see the same thing. So it seems these are real. Whereas night dream we understand, though every day changes, so it is unreal. It is easy to understand. But the thing, I think that I see the same thing. You don't see the same thing.
No, but because also that if you say think in that way, that if you sleep and next day when you sleep, different dream. Same way, daydream, you are saying next life you come back after death, you don't see. This life I see India and people like that. Then I die. And that is my sleep from daydream. And then I wake up again with a new body in United States. Then I see different highway, road, and instead of Ganga, Ganges, the Mississippi. So it is also inconsistent. And then following life, when I sleep with the
It is
dead
inconsistent.
in Greece,
We-
another type of dream.
Now,
So
you know,
every life different.
every life is not the question. In one life we are talking about past. In different lives your argument is correct.
Because
But we have to think of the present problem. Now, I saw yesterday, I see it yesterday. I'm here 30 years. I saw the same photographs on the wall. So naturally it appears to me these are all real. Night dream is unreal, changing, but this is not changing. But no, I'm not saying the same photo, though I think I'm seeing the same photo. It is not the same because it has become old, it has become weak, it has become some dirt has gathered, dust has gathered. So I'm seeing the changeable something, but I'm saying that it is the same. So that idea is to be taken care. Here, the consistent appears it's consistent because it is God's mind. Your mind creates your own dream, and the God's mind created his daydream. So God is dreaming, you are a part in the dream. I am a part in the dream. And so long I am in the dream, I see the same thing. Night dream, when you are in your dream, you are in a home, and there are so many friends came, and you are entertaining them, this, that. Suppose you are going on. So long you see, you don't find any inconsistency in that. Similarly, when I am seeing this dream, not my dream, it is God has created the dream, and we are part of the God's mind. In your dream, all the people you create, they are your mind's part of your mind. Is it not? The road, the car, the human being, whatever you see, sun, moon, it's your mind. Your mind has become that. So all the people there in your dream, they may say, we are seeing the same reality quite a long time. Here also, it is God's mind has created the sun, moon, stars, galaxies, you, me, everything. So we are all, that's why it's called Everything is running by God. God is the doer. We are nothing. Like your dream. You are the creator of your dream. You are getting yours, you created yourself into the dream. You created your friend into the dream. You created your enemy into the dream. That when you are the only person there acting in so many roles. So similarly, here also, the dream is this dream is God's mind dreaming. Therefore, we see the same sun every day, same moon, same world, same appears unchanging, though it is finally appearing and disappearing. But this is more consistence and non-consistence are to be thought in this way. Is God's plan versus your plan. Your plan is your dream. Is God is dreaming. In that God's dream, we are all part of that. Another question, Swami Vivekananda calls Buddha the most sane man. How do Buddhistic ideas support Vedantic conclusion? Vedantic conclusions, the expression is different, you know. When you express any realization, that gets confused. If you have a very nice meal and 5 people have eaten that food, you try to ask them to express their description. They will express, but no expression is close to your own what you felt inside. You can say it is beautiful, it is tasteful, it is fantastic, it is perfect, spices were perfect. You can describe that way. But that description, I do not know how you felt. So Swamiji says Buddhist and what is Swami Vivekananda calls Buddha the most sane person because what he talked, it is impersonal. It is not dogmatic. That is one point. And ultimate truth, he didn't say it is there or it is not there. He didn't say anything. The Buddhistic disciples afterwards created this philosophy. Shunyavada, this bad, that bad. He said, God is there. Well, do I say so? Is not God there? Well, do I say so? That's all. That was his response. That means God is undefinable. So it is not yes or no. So Vedanta says it is beyond mind and intellect. Vang, manasa, gochara. Huh? So the ultimate experience is the same. Expression is different. Another question, why does daydream appear to be consistent although it is interrupted by sleep? Also, if the night dream is of the subtle body, is it closer to the truth than the waking state? Yes, it is closer. Dream body is closer to the Atman than the gross body. And subtle body, a causal body, that is sleepless body, is closer to Brahm, God more. That is the causal body, is the sleepless body. Dream body is the next body, that is little away. And gross body is the here. So, yes. And I have already explained, daydream appear to be consistent because it is God's mind dreaming. See, your mind when it is dreaming, the people you created in the dream, they have no personality. They only move as you wanted them. You do not know that, but it is your direction they follow. So similarly, we are also following their direction, but I think I am doing. So it is daydream appears to be consistent because it is the thought in the mind of God. God, cosmic mind. It is called this cosmic mind. The thought came in the cosmic mind, and that is the production. This is the production. Okay, so thank you. We'll see you then. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. We have ended with verse number